The effects of exposure to violence on children are cumulative and, for some, start prior to their birth. Physical assault during pregnancy can result in injuries to the fetus and is associated with increased risk of fetal death. There is also a growing body of literature about the effect on the fetus of their mother's stress during pregnancy. Based on existing evidence, enduring prenatal stress can impact brain development with negative developmental consequences throughout life. Exposure to various prenatal stresses are associated with increased crying and fussing in infants in the first 6 months of life, decreased reactions to stimuli, and diminished intellectual and language function in toddlers. In early childhood, exposure to family violence decreased IQ in a dose-responsive manner. In other words, the greater or more frequent the harm, the greater the effect on IQ. Children with mothers subjected to intimate partner violence have been reported to be more likely to be suspended from school and to have frequent non-suspension-related absences. These cumulative effects can result in underachievement in education, that in the long term limits access to future employment opportunities and therefore independence and financial security in adulthood. Many of these children are experiencing not just the developmental effects of exposure to family violence, but also the associated neglect, poverty, and deprivation often present in their living environment. Findings from the Adverse Childhood Experiences study launched in 1995 and a longitudinal study demonstrates that in addition to cumulative harm, exposure to family violence during childhood heightens the risk of intergenerational violence, with girls more likely to become victims and boys more likely to perpetrate intimate partner violence as adults.